Hey, what's going on, guys? I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Welcome to Dr. Boyce Daily Stock Market. This is where we talk about what's going on in the stock market every day, as well as some other financial tips and information and news that will help to improve your life. Well, today we had a great conversation this morning in the Prime program about the stock market and what was going on. A lot of your stocks kind of dipped a little bit, but then, as I mentioned this morning, there's a strong probability that when the market declines in that way, that it's going to recover. And surprisingly, it did. Today, we had a wonderful day in the market, which reverses a big chunk of what was lost before. And that's what I mentioned to you all during our Money in the Morning class, is that if you can keep your cool, then you will find that the stock market give it and take it away. And sometimes when it take it away, it give it right back. And if you're a cool, calm, collected investor, then you understand these things. So anyway, don't forget, if you want to join us for class every single morning, just pull out your phone, text the word morning to the phone number 87948, text morning to 87948. And I guarantee you that you will learn more from me for free than you learned in 4 years of college that cost you $250,000. I guarantee you that much. So anyway, come on in, hit the thumbs up button, thumbs up, share, subscribe. Hey, Rain and Relaxing Music and Beverly Jones, I see you. I want to share something with you all that's really, really important for you to understand in terms of protecting your money in case something happens. Now, give me a yes in the chat if you know that you're going to die at some point. Give me a yes in the chat. Everybody who is going to die at some point, give me a yes in the chat if you understand this, if you've thought about this, if you've realized life is short, if you are willing, if you are interested in doing the absolute best you can with the life that God gave you while you're here. Give me a yes. If you're going to max out that time, max it out like a credit card, go hard, go 100%. And also you are fully acknowledged and you understand that humans don't live forever, right? That there's a point where we die. And sometimes the thing about death is that death doesn't always make an appointment. Sometimes death does not fit into your schedule. Death does not let you know, hey, I'm going to be there Tuesday at 4 o'clock. So make sure you're well dressed and pack your suitcase because that's when I'm going to come get you. Death don't always do that. Death just sort of pops up like surprise. And then next thing you know, you're in the pearly gates and you're screaming like, hey, wait, the bank account number is this and the login for that is that. But you can't do that. You can't go back and fix anything because once it's done, it's kind of done. And that kind of sucks. And what happens is what people don't think about is that when you pass, there are all these little things that have to get done that you were doing because you were Superwoman, you were Superman, you were doing everything for everybody all the time, but you didn't tell anybody else how to do it. You didn't give anybody else the passwords. You didn't tell anybody else how to get into the bank account so they could pay the rent by next Tuesday. You didn't tell them anything. So unfortunately, you got a bunch of people going through all your stuff, trying to solve problems, trying to figure things out. A lot of people can't get your stuff because they're not you. They're not you, right? So here's what I wanted to share with you that's really important. If you stick to the end of the video, I'm also going to I'm going to give you a stock that I like right now, a stock that I'm going to buy. I told you I was going to give you a profit alert. I'll do that as well. Well, there are these things that imagine this. You imagine if we all died right now. Let me ask you a question. How many of you have somebody that depends on you to pay some bills? Anybody, give me a yes if there are people that depend on you to come up with some money to help support the household, or maybe you are the loan provider for the household. Give me a yes if the money in your account is the money that's going to be paying a bunch of the bills in the house. How many bill payers we got? Okay, so and me and my wife, we both pay bills. I pay a lot. I send her money. She pays some stuff, and it's cool, right? It's not 50-50 because we don't keep tabs on each other like that. But it is a joint effort. Running a household is a joint responsibility, in my opinion. I don't know who taught us that we want to have a house, a community full of broken families. That's not a key to wealth. That's actually a key to poverty. So that's why you see so much poverty out here. So all right, so if you are paying the bills, just ask yourself this question. If something happened to you right this very second, who would be able to get that money out of your account so they could pay the bills? Can anybody do it? Well, for many of us, nobody can come get your money. Nobody can get the money quickly. They would actually have to go through something called probate. And probate is terrible. It's like getting your teeth pulled out of your neck. It's really, really painful and irritating. And it takes a long time. And there's a timeliness to money. Money and time are deeply connected. There's a deep, meaningful, heavy-duty relationship between time and money. And maybe I just think of it this way because I'm a finance professor, and all of our math equations always that explain money always had time in those equations. Time is a really important factor when it comes to wealth. They have a really powerful connection to one another, almost like KoolAid, good KoolAid and water. Like imagine trying to make some really good Kool-Aid, but you have no water. What would that taste like? Imagine what that would taste like if you had a bunch of powder and threw in even some sugar, but you have no water in the Kool-Aid. Can you make Kool-Aid without any water? The answer is absolutely not, unless you're crazy. Black people don't do that, right? And maybe some people can eat it out of the packet, but it's real nasty. Well, building wealth without time is a puzzle to me. I don't understand when people think they're going to make that fast money, that quick money, and I'm like, but you're trying to make Kool-Aid with no water. That does not work. But you're gonna do spit in it. You're gonna pee in the bucket. Like, how you gonna get water for your? Either way, it's gonna be some nasty Kool-Aid. You got to just put some water in that jug, and then it'll be all right. But without water, you're struggling. So time and money are deeply connected. That's the point. We talk about the relationship between time and money a lot during stock options class, things like that. Because in the options, actually, you can sell time and you can buy time. It's pretty powerful. Now, with that said, the timeliness of money comes into play when you talk about what's going to happen to your account if something happens to you. And so where timeliness comes into play in that space is that if you passed away, someone may need money from you and they can't wait to get that money. They may have to pay a bill by Tuesday, or they may have to pay the credit card by the 1st, or it's going to ding the credit report, or they have to pay the rent, or they're going to get an eviction notice. They can't wait for probate to happen, which might take weeks or months to get the money. They need the money now. They need it tomorrow. Okay. So here's what solves that problem. Write this down if you haven't done this yet. Banks have something called payable upon death, PODs, or sometimes it's called a transferable upon death, TOD. All that is you designating a beneficiary on your bank account such that person can come into your bank and get your money out in case you die. They can show up with a death certificate or some proof of death and an ID, and they can get access to your money right away. This would be a lifesaver for a lot of people. This is extremely important. Also, this allows easy transfer of funds without having to go through probate. In fact, I believe that this wealth transfer will be exempt from most taxes, not all taxes. Maybe estate taxes, if you're talking about millions of dollars, or sometimes different states may tax that person. But at the very least, they have quick access to the money. Also, your brokerage account. A lot of you are investors. How many of you are buying stock? Please, everybody, raise your hand. Please, everybody, give me a yes that you're buying stock. If you're not buying stock, then I need you to start investing in this market. There is so much opportunity out here. How many of you own stock? If you own stock, most brokerage accounts also have a POD, payable upon death, or it's called a TOD, transferable upon death. So just remember that. Just ask for POD or TOD, and just talk to customer support. Say, hey, I just want to make sure that somebody can come get this money in case something happens to me. And then maybe you can even designate more than one beneficiary. That way, if you're in a car together and something both happens to you, tragically, because these things happen, you'll be safe. Remember, I'm gonna tell you like this. I told our youngest child, I said, my job as your bonus dad, she has a dad, and her dad is a great guy. We work together to protect the kids. I said, my job is to protect you in life and in death. I said, my goal is to make sure that if I'm gone, you're still going to be protected by me long after I'm gone. And really, I extend that to anybody who leans on the things that I've taught you, the things that I've shared with you, the things that I've helped you with over the years. Some of you have been around for many, many years. I'm going to be here after I'm gone. I spend most of my life thinking about what happens after I'm here. And part of the reason that I'm so eager to make sure we share as many ideas as possible is because I know that Black men die all the time. And if I go, I know that I could go tomorrow with a smile on my face, knowing that this stuff is the stuff that we've done will be available for the next 100 years for anybody that wants to understand economics and finance at the highest levels, which really should be everybody, because money is extremely important. Money really matters. The protection of money, the building of wealth can make a difference between life and death for some people. It can make a difference between happiness and misery. So take these little steps, make these little decisions, and I guarantee you that will make a huge difference for your family. So it's called a TOD, transferable upon death, or a POD, payable upon death. Very similar, almost interchangeable for the most part. All right. Now, if you have an interest in things like estate planning, we do have an estate planning club in the Black Business School in the Dr. Boyce Academy. If you want to go and give it a try, feel free to go to drboycelift.com. LIFT stands for Legacy Investors for Tomorrow. And it's for any and everybody who has an interest in preserving their generational wealth, preserving the generational legacy, learning all about estate planning. There's a full curriculum in there. We bring a guest in once a month and we get together and we fellowship and talk about how we're going to build for the next generation. So if you have an interest in joining Dr. Boyce Lift, feel free to go to drboycelift.com and give it a try. All right. Now, I told you guys I was going to give you a stock that I like right now. So let me go ahead and do that. And I'm going to go see my mama. And the stock is Micron, M-U. That's the tick. So M as in McDonald's, U as in university. Somebody type MU in the chat. So Micron is the stock that I like right now. Micron actually makes these chips. It's really cool. They're kind of all up in the AI stuff. It's like a really great AI company, and they make these chips. I don't understand everything about these chips. I just know it's a good company at a good price. They invest a lot in R&D, and they're one of the largest manufacturers of what are called DRAM chips, which is dynamic random access memory, and NAND chips, which is flash memory, which are essential for devices like smartphones, computers, and data centers. So you will be invested in the AI revolution. You ain't just got to worry about AI possibly taking your job or something. You actually will be an investor in AI, which means when the AI people start making money, you'll make money. They also have a lot of R&D investment where they focus on things like 3D NAND chips. I don't know what that is exactly. HBM, high bandwidth memory. Whatever it is, I know that they work for me now because I'm going to buy some shares of the stock. So feel free to take a look at Micron. This is not investing advice. You guys know I don't give that ever, but that is something that Dr. Boyce is going to buy. And if you want to dig deeper into stock market stuff and join us in our stock market investors club, you can go to drboycestockmarket.com. That's drboycestockmarket.com and do a free trial. We're going to meet on Tuesday for Stock Market Tuesdays, and we'll continue the conversation there. All right, guys, I'm out of here. It was great to see you. I hope you guys have a great day. And I will reach out to you very, very soon. So if you get a text from me, feel free to hit that text link, and I'll send you stuff, and we'll talk. And in fact, if you're not on the text list already, and you want to know about stock markets and stuff like that, or you want to be notified, text the word stock to the phone number 87948. So text stock to 87948, and I'll let you guys know when I have a profit alert. So have a good one. I'll see you soon. God bless you. Take care. Bye-bye.